test. Very basic and very interesting as well. There are very few formulas, like I can say two or three formulas only will be doing. And based on that two, three formulas, you can solve a lot of questions, a lot of difficult questions as well. Okay. Some knowledge of extra concepts will be required if you want to solve JE level or complex questions. But in this session and like coming two, three sessions, okay, of this mental ability test, we are going to discuss about this arithmetic progression, and this is how we go. Okay, so this is your day one. So probably whatever concepts I have taken in today's class, I don't think that will be able to cover that. So day one will be extended to day two as well. Okay, so probably 4 or 5 classes it will take to complete this topic. Okay, but then what we are going to do today, we are going to learn about the nth term of any arithmetic progression. Okay, so this will be the flow for today's session. So first we'll understand what is arithmetic progression, and then we'll also understand this main thing in arithmetic progression, which is your common difference. Okay, and then your nth term warfare means like how to find out the nth term of any arithmetic progression. And then fourth topic of today's class will be your end game means now the question will be there will be an arithmetic progression given, and then they will ask you to find out the nth term or maybe 100th term. For example, see if I write simple 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Okay, you understand this pattern, right? So there is a gap of 2, 2 in every consecutive term. So if I ask you 100th term, okay, then you can find out by using this formula. Once we study this formula, right, you will be able to solve it. But then if I ask you that what will be the 50th term from end, okay, from end. So it's like, let's suppose the last term is given, which is 101, okay. So from the end, you have to find out the 50th term. Okay, so there is a different formula for this, and there's a different technique to find out this. So these are the four topics which we will try to cover it today, but probably we'll be able to do only first three. Okay, so not to worry, we'll continue in the next class, right? Now let's start. So let's start with a very basic thing. So what is the difference between sequence, progression, and series? Okay, these three terms you will see a lot when you come in higher grade like 10th, 11th, and 12th if you're preparing for any competitive exam. So sequence, progression, and series, right? So most of the students are not clear with the meaning that what is the meaning of sequence, what is the meaning of progression, what is the meaning of series, when should we use these terminologies, what it refers to, right? So it's very interesting. It's very easy. Okay, sequence. Whenever we are saying this terminology, sequence. Okay, sequence means if I say that okay, list of prime numbers. Now all of you know what are prime numbers. Yes, tell me what is the smallest prime number. What is the smallest prime number? देखो जो वन लिख रहे हैं प्लीज मत लिखो. ओके, अगर वन लिखोगे प्राइम नंबर को तो समाज तुम्हें नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर पाएगा. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and so on. Yeah, right? Numbers. Okay, then it is called sequence. Then it is called sequence, right? Let me show you the definition. A sequence is just a list of numbers. A sequence is just a list of numbers arranged in a specific order. So, of course, prime numbers are also a list of numbers, right? Prime numbers are also a list of numbers in which like we can say that they are arranged in a specific order. Specific order means there is a specific logic behind this, right? Similarly, if I write down the even numbers, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that is also a sequence, right? Because there is a specific order or logic behind that, okay? So this is your sequence. Now progression. Progression is basically if I write, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on, okay? There is a proper logic behind writing any numbers, any sequence of numbers, we can say. Okay. So if there is a proper logic, read this definition. A progression is a special type of sequence. Okay. So we are referring this progression as a sequence only. But then, like sequence में अगर हम कुछ special देख रहे हैं, then it will become a progression. So progression is also a sequence, but a special type of sequence, right? But a special type of sequence where the numbers follow a specific pattern or rule. For example, in prime numbers, okay, there is no as such pattern or rule you will find like in progression. Just say 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. So what is the pattern or rule in this? That if you add 3 in this term, you will get the next term. If you want to find out the next term, just add 3, right? So this is the rule. But here in the list of prime numbers, there is no as such logic. I mean, logic also we are following because the logic is itself the definition of prime number. Okay. But then this type of logic is not there. Okay. So this thing is different. This thing is different. Right. So are you able to understand the difference between sequence and progression? Yes, everyone. Okay. Those who did not understand, I'm explaining again. Okay. So if you understand sequence and progression, series will be nothing for you. Okay. Series definition is very simple. So let me repeat sequence and progression. Sequence is just a list of numbers arranged in a specific order. Example is list of prime numbers. You know prime numbers. If you write down the list of prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, so this is like a list of numbers arranged in a specific order. Okay, so this is called your sequence. Now, progression. Progression is also a sequence, but it is considered as a special type of sequence. Okay, ये एक special sequence होता है progression जिसमें एक proper logic या rule follow हो रहा होता है. Okay, there is a specific pattern or rule in a sequence, then that sequence becomes progression. Okay, that sequence becomes progression. जैसे for example, you must have seen or heard that कभी सास भी कभी बहू थी. ओके, कभी टीचर भी कभी स्टूडेंट था. वैसे ऐसा कुछ है नहीं, बट जनरली आई एम सेइंग दैट कभी टीचर भी कभी स्टूडेंट था. तो इट्स लाइक कभी प्रोग्रेशन भी सीक्वेंस था. लाइक प्रोग्रेशन इज ऑल्सो ए सीक्वेंस, बट देन अ स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ सीक्वेंस. ओके, सो सीक्वेंस इज अ प्रोग्रेशन दैट is not true. Okay, progression is always a sequence. Okay, now is that clear, everyone? Are you able to understand the difference between sequence and progression? Sequence is like just a list of numbers following a specific order, arranged in a specific order. But progression, mein, there is a specific rule. There is a specific rule. Okay. All right. Okay. Coins. How can I forget this? Nobody reminded me of coins. Okay. One more time. All right. So I hope all of you got the coins. So this is what your sequence and progression. Now coming on to series. Okay. So series is basically you have a sequence. Okay. Dekho, just say here it is a sequence 3, 6, 9, and 12, and so on. Now, if I take the sum of this sequence, okay, if I write like 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus and so on, that will become a series. That will become a series. Simple. We have a sequence or we have a progression. Okay. So, or sequence या progression का, if we take the sum, that will become a series. Series is all about taking the sum of a sequence or a progression. Okay. सीरीज कब, जैसे ही सीरीज देखेंगे हम क्वेश्चन में. ओके, सीरीज मींस द सम ऑफ लिस्ट ऑफ नंबर्स, दैट्स इट. ओके, सम ऑफ लिस्ट ऑफ नंबर्स. समाज नहीं एक्सेप्ट करेगा अगर इन सब बेसिक डेफिनेशन में गलती करोगे तो, राइट? यस. सो नाउ लेट मी समराइज दिस. ओके, sequence just a list of numbers. Sequence is just a list of number. Progression is a sequence with a pattern. So progression is like next level thing. Okay, sequence is like bacha hai. Okay, progression is like pro. Progression pro. Okay, series means the sum of the numbers in a sequence. That's it. Okay, take the screenshot of this slide. It will really help you in recalling the definition of sequence, progression, and series, or the difference between them. Okay. Now, what are the applications of arithmetic progression? Yes, I would not say that the price of the stock vary or follow some order or some specific formula or some specific logic. Okay, it's very dynamic, I would say. But then financial planning, it's like if suppose you want to invest some amount of money, right? If you want to invest some amount of money using simple interest or compound interest. So I will talk about simple interest because I'm sure you have studied about simple interest and compound interest. So this is grade 8. I think in ICSE, I have taken that session, simple interest and compound interest. And in CBSE also, I'm sure you have studied that. Okay. So in simple interest, you know that every year you will get a certain amount. That is the fixed amount, right? So if suppose you invested 10,000 rupees, okay, you invested 10,000 rupees at a rate of 10% per annum, okay, at a rate of 10% per annum for 5 years and using simple interest, right? So what will be the amount that will increase every year? So 10% of 10,000 will be 1,000 only, right? So let's suppose in 2024 you invested. So in 2024, the amount is 10,000, right? But in 2025, the amount will be your 11,000 because 1,000 will be added as a simple interest after 1 year, right? So in 2026, that will be your 12,000 because this amount is invested using simple interest. And in simple interest, every year you will get a fixed amount as a return, right? So here also, if you see, if we just make the list like 10,000 and then 11,000 and then 12,000 and so on, right? So now the question may be key in 2090, in 2090, what will be the amount? So basically, you just need to find out this number of term. And to find out this, of course, you need some help of arithmetic progression. You need formulas of arithmetic progression. Without that, it is not possible to find, right? Similarly, in gaming also, okay, in gaming also, you will find the application of arithmetic progression. So when you play any game, right? So you get experience level, you get increase in points as you completed any level, right? You complete any level, so your level increases. So every game is also making use of some kind of logic because suppose you are playing any game, okay, and in that if you're killing someone or if you're gaining some points, right? So for everything you pick or you do, so there is certain point rewarded. So this is also following actually the logic of arithmetic progression at the back end in calculating your score based on your performance in the game, right? So are you able to understand that what are the applications of arithmetic progression? So at so many places in your real life things which you are using in your daily life, you will find that at the back end there is a use of arithmetic progression, but actually we don't realize it. Okay. Yes. So now let's go to the formula. Okay, so like this is one more application you can find. So it's like one boxes, three boxes, five boxes, seven boxes, nine boxes. So again, there is a list of number and there is a logic. There is a particular logic which is applied, right? So two boxes are increasing every time. So you can think of like what will be the further numbers, right? Sorry. All right. Now let's start with the level one. So basically there is a sequence, there is a progression you can see here. 7, 13, 19, 25, 31, right? So what is the gap between the consecutive term? Consecutive term means like these two are consecutive. Okay, एकदम एक दूसरे के आस पास बैठे हुए like पड़ोसी. Okay, adjacent terms or consecutive terms we can say. So 7, 13 are consecutive terms. So what is the gap between the consecutive terms? So it's like if I add 6 in 7, then I'll get 13. Similarly, if I again add 6 and 13, I'll get 19. If I add 6 and 19, I'll get 25. So we got the logic, right? That if you want to find out the next term, then we just have to add what 6 in the next term, right? So here, if I want to find out the next term, so I have to add 6 in 31. So what I'll get 37, right? Yes, simple. Isn't it simple? नाम ही इसका डिफिकल्ट है अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स सा बट वैसे तो इसमें कुछ नहीं लग रहा राइट सो अगेन इफ यू एड 6 in 37 what you will get 43 right so in that way you can find out right now as I was talking about a very important part in the arithmetic progression that is called your common difference okay that is called the common difference so common difference is basically it is always represented by D. Okay, it is always represented by D. And here you can write down, you can see, okay, so I'm writing in this way that A1 means your first term, A2 means your second term, A3 means third term, A4 means fourth term, A5 means fifth term. So in this way, we used to represent the term by A and there is a number in the subscript. Okay. So A1 means your first term, A2 means your second term, A3 means third term, A4 means fourth term in this way. Okay. So common difference, okay, common difference from its name, you can get some clarity and idea also. Common difference, okay, difference means subtraction. So common difference means जितना भी consecutive terms है, अगर कोई भी हम दो consecutive terms लेंगे, and then if we find out the difference between the consecutive terms, that will be referred to as common difference. So common difference D, I can find out by using A2 minus A1, right? हम हमेशा एक आगे वाली टर्म को पीछे वाली टर्म ऐसे सब्ट्रैक्ट करते हैं A2 - A1. ओके, A1 - A2 कभी नहीं करेंगे. We always do A2 - A1. I can also write A3 - A2. That is also correct. Okay, A4 - A3 also I can write. So we always write आगे वाला टर्म माइनस पीछे वाला टर्म. Okay, this term minus this term. So that's how always we write this. So common difference you can find out by using any two consecutive term. You just need to pick like let's say मैं ये दोनों terms pick करता हूँ. So for आगे वाली term is 31 and then this is 25. So 31 minus 25 it is 6. So you pick any consecutive term. If the common difference you find that the common difference is same, then that series, that progression, sorry, not series, that progression is called an arithmetic progression. That progression is called an arithmetic progression. Yes. Tell me this thing that are you clear with this part that what is the definition of arithmetic progression? So series of this type, progression of this type will always represent a an arithmetic progression in which the common difference is same, in which the common difference is same. Okay. All right. So look at this question. For the following AP, for the following AP arithmetic progression, AP is the short form of arithmetic progression. So mostly we will use this AP because arithmetic progression, always saying this arithmetic progression is it's fine, but then like writing may the AP is very much easy. Okay, find the common difference. So we have to find the common difference. Yes, 17, 14, 11, 8. Okay, so first write down the term. So like first term A1 is 17. Okay, A2 is 14, and A3 is 11, and A4 is 8. Right. So you can find out the common difference D by either A2 minus A1 या तो A3 minus A2 कर दो या A4 minus A3 कर दो and so on, right? So that's how you write. So can anyone tell me what is the common difference you are getting? Yes. So 14 minus 17. All of you are wrong. Minus 3, yaar. Why it will be 3? Okay. Look at the terms. Right. So 11 minus 14. So 11 minus 14 minus 3. Right. Similarly, 8 minus 11. That will be minus 3. Okay. Yes. I can understand. So it is a silly mistake, but then you didn't notice. Okay. It's fine. But then while writing this, very you have to be careful. And then while substituting values and calculation, because calculations are very simple. It's mostly simple multiplication or subtraction only. Okay. So do not do any mistake in calculation. So always look. So this is like an AP. You can see that the numbers are decreasing. पहले 17 था, फिर 14 था, फिर 11 था. When you see this type of AP, a decreasing AP, you will understand that common difference will be negative. Okay, common difference will be negative. So if AP is like 8, 11, 14, 17, this is called an increasing AP. Increasing AP, जिसमें numbers बढ़ रहे हैं. जैसे 8 था, 11 हो गया, 14 हो गया, 17 हो गया. So that is called an increasing AP. अगर एक increasing AP है तो उसका common difference will always be positive. Common difference positive होगा. एक decreasing AP है, common difference negative होगा, right? That is a very simple thing which you can understand, right? Common sense, isn't it? Yes. So common difference for this arithmetic progression will be minus 3. Okay. Now a quick quiz for you. Let me see how many of you will be able to answer this correct. So we just have to find out the common difference, right? Arithmetic progression is given. So first term A1 is minus 12, right? A2 is minus 7. We only need two terms, okay? First term I have taken minus 12 and second term also minus 7, right? Now you need to find out the common difference. We know common difference is A2 minus A1. You just need to find out A2 minus A1. Do not do any calculation mistake. You will get the correct answer if you do it correctly. Okay? Okay, just a minute. Yeah. Okay, so let's ignore. Okay, you can answer this question here only chat box because I can see that there is a answer is not correct here. Okay, so I'll skip this quiz, but yes, all of you are saying 5, right? So A2 is minus 7 and this will be minus 12, right? So minus 7 plus 12, that means it will be 5. Okay, plus 5 is the correct answer. Plus 5 is the correct answer. Okay. Yes, C option is correct answer. Okay, now next question. So again, same question, but then the terms are given in the fraction form. So no need to worry. Okay. So थोड़ी सी calculation बढ़ेंगी, but then we can do it, right? So A1 is 1 by 3 and A2 is 5 by 3, right? So common difference is we know D is your A2 minus A1. So A2 is 5 by 3. Okay, now you can do this by yourself. I'm starting this. Yes, hurry up. Last 20 seconds. You just have to do this subtraction only. 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. It should not take much time. Last 15 seconds. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up. Okay, last 10 seconds. Okay, so it is very simple. Now you just substitute the value 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. So the denominator is same. So we can write 5 minus 1, right? So it will be 4 by 3. So option B is the correct answer. Yes, clear everyone? Those who have doubt, I'm explaining again. So guys, we just have to find out the common difference. Okay, this is an arithmetic progression. They have already given in the question that this is an arithmetic progression. You just need to find out the common difference, right? So first term is 1 by 3. Second term is 5 by 3. So common difference is you take the difference of second and first term, A2 minus A1. Okay. So 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. There is a subtraction of two fractions and both their denominator are same. So we can write 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 divided by 3. So that will be your 4 by 3. Okay. Let's move to the next. So now common differences, I'm sure most of you are clear with this common difference, right? Simple, you just have to find out the difference in common consecutive terms, right? Now, general term of an arithmetic progression. This is one of the important part of this chapter, general term of an arithmetic progression. So again, an arithmetic progression is given, right? General term means nth term. देखो यार सिंपल सी बात है लाइक इफ दिस इज एन अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन गिवन इफ आई फाइंड आउट द एन एन टर्म ओके एन टर्म इन टर्म्स ऑफ एन देन इट्स लाइक एन इज योर वेरिएबल ओके एन अगर मैं पूछूं if you have an for any arithmetic progression, if you have general term for any arithmetic progression, for example, let me just write down the general term of this and then I will explain that why it is important and why it is easy, like why it becomes easy to solve question by using this formula. So first of all, first term of this arithmetic progression is 6 and the common difference is 4. Common difference we can find out. So D is your A2 minus E1, right? So 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6, that is 4. So common difference is 4, right? Now this is the formula of AN. So let me just substitute the values. So AN is equal to A is your 6 and n minus 1 times 4. Okay, so 6 plus 4n minus 4, that means 4n plus 2. So 4n plus 2 is your general term. ओके, जो भी जनरल टर्म होगी ना वो एन की फॉर्म में होगी, इसी टाइप से लिखी होगी. सो ए एन इज योर जनरल टर्म. नाउ इफ आई आस्क यू टू फाइंड आउट द टेंथ टर्म, ओके, टेंथ टर्म अगर फाइंड आउट करनी है तो यू जस्ट रिप्लेस एन बाय टेन. You just replace n by 10. So you will get the 10th term. So A10 will be your 4 times 10 plus 2. Because n 10 replace karna hai hame, because we have to find out the 10th term. That means you have to replace n by 10. So this n will be replaced by 10. So 4 into 10 plus 2, that means 40 plus 2, it will be 42. So A10 will be 42, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six terms are already written. So let's suppose we want to check कि भाई ये जो जनरल टर्म हमने निकाली है ये सही भी है या नहीं. So fifth term is 22 already given. Let's substitute. Let's find out 5. Okay, fifth term. So that means we have to replace n by 5. So when we replace n by 5, what we get? 4 times 5 plus 2. That means 4 into 5 is 20. 20 plus 2, that means 22. So yes, fifth term is 22. So ये जो जनरल टर्म हमने निकाली है, that is absolutely correct. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this general term? So first of all, it's like an will be your 4n plus 2. Okay. I'll explain again. Okay, Fadil. Okay, guys, no worries, no worries. Just give me a minute. See, you just need to focus a little bit. Okay. You will understand everything. So अभी तक हमने क्या किया है? Mainly we have done common difference only. Common difference is very simple. Tell me one thing, that have you understood common difference? If I give you any arithmetic progression, then can you find out common difference? Yes or no? Okay. So I can see that yes, you can find out common difference. Common difference means कोई भी ऐसा number series लिखी है, कोई भी एक AP arithmetic progression लिखा है, सेकेंड टर्म उठाओ और फर्स्ट टर्म उठाओ, दोनों का सब्ट्रैक्शन ले लो. ओके, सेकेंड टर्म माइनस फर्स्ट टर्म, 10 माइनस 6 4, ये आ गया हमारा कॉमन डिफरेंस. दैट्स इट. ओके, नाउ देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला टू फाइंड आउट द nth टर्म. ओके, nth टर्म, वी आर जनरलाइजिंग इट. ठीक है, जनरलाइज कर रहे हैं n, nth टर्म. बाद में आप n की वैल्यूज कुछ भी सब्स्टिट्यूट करते रहो, कोई भी टर्म तुम्हें निकालनी है वो तुम n की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करो और निकाल लो. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट योर nth टर्म, दैट इज कॉल्ड योर जनरल टर्म. ओके, जनरल टर्म कि कोई भी टर्म निकालनी हो तुम्हें, उसको n से रिप्लेस करो और तुम्हें वो टर्म पता चल जाएगी अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन की. दैट इज व्हाट द जनरल टर्म और nth टर्म ऑफ एनी अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन. Okay, and the formula is this: an is equal to a. This a represents your first term. This a means your first term, so you can also write a as a1 or a as a only. Okay, so generally you will see कि यहाँ पे formula में usually we write only a. Okay, so no need to get confused कि भाई a क्या है, a1 क्या है. a always refers to your a always refers to your first term. Okay, या तो a1 लिख लो या a लिख लो. And d, you know, common difference. D is your common difference. And n is your, जो भी तुम्हें टर्म की वैल्यू निकालनी है, राइट, जो भी तुम्हें टर्म निकालना है, that represents your n value. Okay, so this is the formula. This is the formula. A plus n minus 1 times d. This is the formula. So for example, for this sequence, okay, we need to find out the 20th term. Okay, we need to find out the 20th term. So you just have to replace this n by 20. You just have to replace this n by 20. Okay, so first write down कि भाई हमें common difference और first term क्या दिया हुआ है. First term is 6, right? First term is 6, a is 6. Common difference you can find out by 10 minus 6. So common difference is 4 and n value is 20, right? N value is 20. So on the right hand side, we know the value of a, we know the value of n, we know the value of d. So we just need to substitute this value. Okay, we need to substitute this value. So a20 will be your, a value is 6 plus n value is 20 minus 1, and then d value is 4, right? So 6 plus 19 multiply 4. So 19 multiply 4 is your 76. So 76 plus 6, that will be your 82. Okay. Now, tell me, guys, are you able to understand this? You need to memorize this formula for the time being. Okay, देखो formulas तो होते ही हैं maths में, and if you do not remember the formulas, then initially you will find it difficult. Okay, so if I summarize it, guys, see, if I summarize it in a simple way, so लेट सपोज इस तरह से हमारे को कोई अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन गिवन है A1 A2 A3 A4 A5 एंड सो ऑन. ओके, A1 means first term, A2 means second term, A3 means third term, A4 means fourth term, A5 means fifth term, right? So first of all, कॉमन डिफरेंस हम कैसे निकालते हैं? कॉमन डिफरेंस, ओके, कॉमन डिफरेंस D is your, you just find out A2 minus A1. या तो you can find out A3 minus A2, you can find out A4 minus A3, you can find out A4 minus A5 minus A4, and so on. Similarly, if suppose we have like n terms in this sequence, okay, so an will be the last term. N terms है हमारे पास. कितने terms हैं? N terms. There are n terms, right? So last term would be your an, and your second last would be simple an minus one. Obviously, भाई अगर लास्ट टर्म an है तो सेकंड लास्ट क्या होगी? an minus one लिख सकते हैं, राइट? सिमिलरली अगर हम कॉमन डिफरेंस ऐसे निकाल रहे हैं, सो कॉमन डिफरेंस लास्ट टू टर्म्स अगर हम वो भी यूज कर सकते हैं, an minus one, an minus one. So this is how this is also we can calculate the common difference. Okay. Now, next important thing in this is your nth term formula or general term formula. Okay, general term formula. So general term formula is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d, or let me write a1. Okay, you can refer always this a2 as a1. You always write a as a1 so that you do not get confused. So nth term is your a1 plus n minus 1 times d. a1 plus n minus 1 times d. Please take the screenshot of this slide or note down in your notebook, because for the time being, we will be using these formulas only, common difference and your an formula only, general term formula. Okay. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. Now let's practice one question based on this nth term. Okay. So here you can see there is an arithmetic progression 10, 7, and 4, right? Now you have to find out the 30th term of this arithmetic progression. 30th term they are asking, right? So first thing is, look at this arithmetic progression. What is the first term? Yes, everyone. What is the first term? Very good. First term is 10, right? So A1 is equal to 10. What is the second term? Yes, what is the second term? 7. Very good. Second term is 7. So can you tell me the common difference? What is the common difference? A2 minus A1, right? So 7 minus 10. What is the common difference? Very good. Minus 3. So we have got the common difference. We know the first term, right? We know the common difference. And what we have to find out? We have to find out the 30th term. So what is the value of n? Yes, what is the value of n? Can anyone tell me what is the value of n? N is 30. Very good. So now let me write down the formula. So we know this formula. An is your a1 plus n minus 1 times d. So we have everything a1, n, and d. A1 is your 10 plus n is your 30. 30 minus 1 times d is your minus 3. Okay. So 10 plus 29 multiply minus 3. So A30 is equal to 10 minus, okay, what it will be? It will be 87. So A30 will be your minus 77. So 30th term is minus 77. Yes. Are you able to understand, everyone? Do not make any calculation mistake. So, okay, I'll repeat this question again, but do not make any calculation mistake. I could see that so many students were writing 97. Guys, this is minus 3 because common difference is negative. Because this is your decreasing arithmetic progression, right? If you recall, we have discussed increasing arithmetic progression or decreasing. Decreasing means if you find that numbers are decreasing, 10, 7, 4, छोटे छोटे होते जा रहे हैं, so that means if there is a decreasing AP, then definitely the common difference is negative. Common difference is negative. Okay. So this arithmetic progression was given and we had to find out the 30th term. Okay. So first, by the looking at the arithmetic progression, you can simply write down the first term, which is 10. First term is 10. Second term is 7, right? So common difference D will be your A2 minus A1. A2 minus A1, that means 7 minus 10. Okay, 7 minus 10. So D is equal to minus 3. D is equal to minus 3. Simple, 7 minus 10. A1 is 10, D is minus 3, and 30th term we have to find out. That means N is equal to 30. N is equal to 30. So An is A1 plus N minus 1D. This is the formula to calculate the nth term. So nth term means like we have to find out the 30th term. So A30, N we have to replace by 30. So बस यहाँ पे formula में values replace करनी है. A1 is 10, N is 30, D is minus 3, right? After that, only calculation. 10 plus 30 minus 1 is 29. 29 into minus 3. 29 into minus 3 is your minus 87. So that means 10 minus 87, it is minus 77. Yes. Now tell me, is that clear, everyone? Okay. Let's do one more question. Find the seventh and 12th term of the arithmetic progression. जिसमें first term A means your first term, or let me write down A1. A1 is your 10 and D means your common difference, okay, which is 6. सर ये तो बहुत इजी हो गया क्योंकि डायरेक्टली वी हैव गिवन A1 first term and the common difference. So that means we just have to write down the nth term formula. So what is the nth term formula? It is An is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D, right? A1 plus N minus 1 times D. Now A1 is your 10, D is your 6, and then we have to find out A7, right? A7 means N value is 7. N value is 7. So it will be your A7 is equal to A1 plus 7 minus 1 times D, right? So A1 is your 10 plus 7 minus 1 is your 6 and D is your 6, right? So 10 plus 6 into 6 is 36. Overall, it will be 46. So that means the seventh term is 46. Yes. Isn't it simple, guys? Like everything is given, we just have to substitute the values and then just calculate it, right? समझ नहीं आ रहा अनु. Anu, there is nothing in this question. Okay, you just need to remember, you just need to memorize this formula. Okay, for the time being, देखो तुम पहली बार पढ़ रहे हो. So of course, first time everything looks difficult. ठीक है? So you don't have to worry, but first make your mind that okay, yes, I can do it. Because most of the students get this phobia कि oh मैंने बोल दिया ये grade 10 का topic है, ये है वो है, तो already you got some fear in your mind कि यार ये तो मुश्किल होने वाला है, तो मुझको समझ ही नहीं आएगा. But actually, if you look at this overall concept, whatever we have discussed till now, so that is very simple, right? Let me show you this slide. So mainly we have studied that कि इस तरह से हमें एक list of numbers given होगा, which is your arithmetic progression, okay? And arithmetic progression हम कैसे identify करते हैं कि जैसे common difference है, right? Common difference is basically your difference between the consecutive terms. So like this is your A2, this is A1, so A2 minus A1. A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3, that's how you find out the common difference. So mainly एक arithmetic progression में first term तो always you can find out, right? एक series दी होगी, एक progression दिया हुआ है तो उसका देख लो first term क्या है, वो first term है. Common difference तुम second term minus first term कर तो common difference निकल गया. And then like this formula only you have to use. So questions will be कि भाई एक A1 दिया हुआ है, D दिया हुआ है, and then you just have to find out the 7th term and the 12th term, right? So this is the formula. An is equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D. अब यहाँ पे A1 already दिया हुआ है 10 and D is already 6, right? So A7 we have to find out seventh term. That means n value you have to replace by 7. N value you have to replace by 7. So in this formula, if we replace n by 7 and a1 by 10 and d by 6, right? So a1 by 10 and then this n by 7, 7 minus 1, and then this d by 6. So it's simple. You just have to, calculate this. Yes. Now, is that clear how we get this a7, everyone? Okay. So those who have understood, now can you try and find out the value of a12? Okay. Yes. What will be the value of a12? So A12 will be, again, let's write down the formula, A1 plus 12 minus 1 times D, right? A1 is your 10 and this is 11 multiplies 6. So 10 plus 66, that means simple 76. So 12th term in this sequence will be 76, right? Clear, everyone? Okay, let's do one more question and then like probably we can wrap up. Okay, that is the last question. The first term of an arithmetic progression is 2. Okay, so that means A1 is equal to 2, right? Now, its common difference is 3. Okay, so common difference means D. D value is 3. Okay, find the 19th term of the AP. Find the 19th term. Okay, so that means A19 you have to find out. A19 you have to find out, right? So you know the AN formula. So what is AN formula? AN is your A1 plus N minus 1 times D, right? So you know everything, right? N value is your 19. N value is your 19. So A1 value is 2, N value is 19, and D value is 3. Simple. So substitute these values. So A1 is 2, 2 plus and 19 minus 1 times D is 3. Okay, just calculate this and mark the correct answer. Yes, hurry up. Last 20 seconds. Okay, last 15 seconds. Hurry up. Last 10 seconds now. All right, so it is very simple. Okay, now you just need to calculate this. So 2 plus 18 multiply 3, right? So 2 plus 18 multiply 3. So 2 plus that is 54. So that means 56. So A19 is your 56. That means option B is the correct answer. Okay. So guys, see, initially because you are learning this topic for the first time, but you have to keep patience and little perseverance, right? Initially, everything will look difficult, but then if you keep perseverance and if you keep on trying and if you focus a little bit, okay, then this topic is very, very easy. And this is very useful, right? So we'll continue this session, this topic in next math session. Okay. So thank you all of you. Bye bye. Good night. And those who are having exams tomorrow, all the very best. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay. Yeah. Coins. Sorry. Coins. Yeah.